Welcome to Gray e-learning. In this section, I'm going to explain how to configure OSPF dynamic routing protocol in a given network model with three routers. So basically, this OSPF is a dynamic routing protocol. The syntax of how to configure the OSPF is as shown here. So we'll first of all we'll enter into the configuration mode, then router. We have to use a command OSPF. Then we have to give a processor ID. The next line network. Then we have to enter the network address. Then the most important thing here, we are using inverse mask. In the previous two my videos, like in the case of configuration of REAP, in the configuration of EIGRP configuration, we didn't use any mask. After that, we used area. Then you have to enter the area ID. So let me start how we can configure. Please memorize or just keep in your mind what are the IP address we given. In between the router 0 and the router 1, we given an IP address 192.168.100.10. That's it. In between the router 1 and router 2, we configured 192.168.200.10 and .20. So let us start from the scratch. So we'll open our Cisco packet tracer model. I already configured the basic structure. Now we have to start with all the three routers. First of all, we'll set a host name, enable password, then set an IP address, all the three. Then initially it's not able to ping each other. Then we'll configure OSPF. Then we'll verify whether it's able to ping. So let us start with my first router. So I'll enter it, selected the command line interface. After that, first I will start. Enter the enable mode. Let's say by entering the enable, it will be in the enable mode. After that, we have to enter into the configuration terminal. First, I'll set a host name as R1234A, and then immediately I'm setting the enable password as a gray. Then enter into the given interface or the first interface Giga Ethernet 0/0. Set an IP address as mentioned 192.168.100.10. Then mask 255.255.255.0. I already mentioned why we are selecting this one, because it's a class C IP address and we have to use the command no shutdown command. That's all the first router configuration we completed, and you can check the configuration by using the show run command or show IP interface brief. So once you completed the first configuration, let us just go to the second router. The second router is called router 1. It's having two interfaces. So we have to configure IP in two interface. First of all, we enter and to enable mode. Then it's enter into the configuration mode and set as a host name. And if you want to set host name, first you should be in the configuration mode R1234B. And after that host name, then we'll set enable password as a gray. Enable password. Even you can configure next one encryption password secret. It's called secret password. I already discussed that how to configure the secret password. If you don't remember, please refer my previous video. And after that, we'll have to enter into the interface Giga Ethernet 0/0. Set an IP address and 192.168.100.20, 255.255.255.0, and use the command no shutdown command. Now you can, the first interface is up. After that, you use exit and interface Giga Ethernet 0/1. That means now we are configuring the IP address in the second interface. So set IP address and 192.168.200.10, then 255.255.0, and no shutdown. You have to use the no shutdown command. And once you configure both interface, you can just exit. Now we have to configure on the third router. And just once you exit from the second router, now let us just go to the third router. Let's just select the command line interface. And so first of all, enter into the enable mode. Then you have to enter the configure terminal and set the host name as R1234C and set enable password as a gray. And now interface, you have to configure interface Giga Ethernet 0/1 and set an IP address 192.168.200.20. Then the network mask 255.255.255.0, and don't forget to use the no shutdown command. Now we basic configurations all done, and even you can check the configuration by using the show run command, and that's we already checked many times in our previous tutorial. I'm checking only for one router. You can see I set an host name and I set a password, enable password, then I set an IP address for the interfaces. That's all. Now what will happen if you try to ping from the router 2 to the router 1, it's directly connected, it's able to ping. So 200.10, it's able to ping. But if you try to ping to the first interface 100.10, it's not able to ping. So if you are not able to ping, so we have to configure either static routing or dynamic routing. So in this session, I'm going to explain how to configure a OSPF. It's a dynamic routing protocol. In my previous two video tutorials, and I already explained how to configure a RIP dynamic routing protocol, EIGRP dynamic routing protocol. You can refer that for more information. So let us just start the configuration, how to configure this OSPF. So enter into the configure terminal. If you don't know, you don't remember the syntax, you just check it here in the given. My presentations, it's router OSPF, processor ID, network address, inverse mask, area, and area ID. So let us start with the first router configuration. So first of all, you use the command router OSPF and then give an ID for OSPF. You can give an ID as a starting ID given 1. Then you have to give the network, and then you have to give the network address. What's the network? The first address of network 192.168.100.0. Then you have to enter the mask in inverse, because now this is the class C network, so mask is 255.255.255.0. so we have to write it inverse, so it will be 0.0.0.250. What mean by inverse? Wherever 255 is coming, you put 0. Wherever 0 is coming, you put wherever 0 is coming, you put 255. And after that, you have to enter the area. Then you have to put an area ID. You can give any area ID, but let me just start at starting ID as a 0. So that's the first configuration. So we finish the first router configuration. You exit from the first router. Now the same way you can configure in the second router. Go to the second router and enter into the configure terminal. And after that, use the router OSPF and ID. You can give any ID. I'll just give the first ID number. And after that, just you have to use the network. In the case of network, there are two interfaces. Make sure that you have to enter both. Network 192.168.100.0. The mask should be inverse, so it will be inverse mask 0.0.0.255. Then its area you can put as a 0. Same way, network, you have to consider network 192.168.200.0. The mask in inverse 0.0.0.255. The area you can give 0. So we configure in the second one, that exit from the second configuration. Now we have to configure in the last router. The last router, let me close this. Go to the last router and go to the enter into the configuration mode. It's a configure terminal. Then router OSPF and the OSPF ID. Then give the network, and you give the address 192.168.200.0 inverse mark 0.0.0.255. Area, for simplicity I put all the areas same. And now we done the basic configuration is completed. So you can check the configuration by using the show run command in all the routers, and you can see the basic configurations I done here. Or other command you can use, show IP route. Show IP route. So it will give you all the routing protocol configured here, and here O is indicating OSPF. In my previous video we use configured EIGRP, so that's why it's represented as a D. And one of my other video I explained how to configure RIP, there it will represent by R. So now you try to ping from router 2 to router 1, 192.168.100.10. you are easily able to ping it. Even the other terminal, like you are able to try to ping to the second terminal here, you can able to ping. Same way from router 0, you try to ping to the router 2. So you use the command ping 192.168.200.20, you will be able to ping. So that's talking about the OSPF dynamic routing protocol configuration. In my next video, I'm going to explain how to configure access control list. There are two types of access control list: standard access list and extended access control list. So thank you for watching for my video.